Hello Mage fans, this is Sly. Again, nagbabalik tayo. We're back for another video. And today's topic is going to be an island. It talks about an island, what it can do, especially the tug of war, right? What resources it can provide, what's the importance of your island and leveling it up fast, what's going to be the advantage in the future. So everything about that. Again, without further ado, let's go ahead and go to my island here. So currently my island is level 5. Island is level 5, so I think I spent like 6k of gold. So by the way, to level up your island, you need like a gold bars. You need something here, like this one. And this can be obtained from different like features of the game. Say for example, this magical slots. Alright, you can also purchase this in the shop here in the island, like the island pack, deal pack. And then you can also get this from the loots here, from the cart that's usually respawn every 12 minutes, right? Now actually the new minecart will appear every 12 minutes. So every 12 minutes it's gonna refresh if there is an empty slots available. So you might want to clean your island, you know, so that it would respawn another card, which is probably a higher level, but most of the time like level 1. And so we'll talk about when the number of goblin dispatched by both sides the same. Side where the minecart is located has the advantage. So what do you mean by that? Let's say for example I have here like one goblin pulling the minecart, and someone actually just also do a tug of war. So as you can see, the arrow, which is the color blue next to the goblin, meaning to say that I'm winning. So it's heading that way to my base, right, when we're doing tug of war. Now this is if this happens in my island, but what happens if it's actually in a different island? It's not your island, so whoever owns the islands has the advantage if the goblin is actually evenly matched. So they have one goblin, you have one goblin, or they have 2 goblin, then you have also 2 goblin. So what if someone just increase the their goblin, even if it's in your island? So definitely they will have the advantage. So as you can see, there's color red, meaning that's an opponent, or that's going towards his direction. So from looting your minecart, so all you need to do, so basically it would take like 59 minutes. So the energy here, just to let you know, the energy of the goblin here doesn't affect who's winning, who's gonna be winning for the tug of war, right? So it only affects the number or the duration, okay, or how long you'd be able to win this or to get to your base. So it's basically 58 minutes. So the higher the stamina of your goblin is, the faster this one would be. Let's say if I'm gonna increase it again to 2, so I'm winning the favor again, right? It's going towards my direction, and it only takes like 13 minutes, right? So what would happen if someone just withdraw? Let's say this one just withdraw. So from 13 minutes, let's say, all right, it went down to 5 minutes. So this really affects, right? If someone just resisted or played a game, tug of war game on your minecart, then they would really affect how long you'd be able to loot this cart here. So as much as possible for my guildmates, I don't play tug of war, and if I respect the player, I don't play like a tug of war. If I know I'm losing, then I'll let it be. That's for the opponent guild. But if I'm winning, then okay, I would spend all my goblins, right? If I have the advantage. Um, but I'm not. I usually play like a jerk because some players here in this server 119 actually played it like a jerk. Even though they're losing, let's say 5-5 or 2-2, even the match. But of course, it's my island. You're not gonna win. What they're gonna do is they're hag onto it until it's just gonna give you like a hard time, you know. So it would take you a lot of time to loot the card. So I don't play it that way, unless that opponent is always doing it, not only to me but for some of my guildmates. So, all right, so that explains it. Now, once you open the mine here, you would have an option to hire goblins. It would cost like 20 diamonds, and then you would have access to amethyst here, right? So, just to let you know, amethyst would actually give you a way to purchase resources based on daily limit and weekly limit. And then as you purchased one, it's gonna increase its price, right? So I've purchased already 9 for the week, and this I've maxed out because this is really important. There's 3 down here, and this one to summon orb and to merge auras. So this one's really important. So you might wanna take advantage of it daily. 10. And next is Vermarine, or you can also choose card. Vermarine basically is for aura, and then there's energy core, and then there's energy essence and energy shard. This is for or upgrading your potential and activating your potential. You would need this. So I would rather suggest to max this out and then balance this card here, because cards is one of the most important currency in the game. Basically, it's a card playing game. And then this orb here and the Vermarine. Alright, so here says that this it doesn't affect the energy. Let's say, for example, on your goblin here you would have like 100 energy, so 74 out of 100. Now when it actually as you looted a card, it would actually decrease, so it's gonna be -1 until such time that it would reach to like around 35. 35 is really super tired there. It took a long time for them to loot, even just a level 1, like 40 minutes. So if you haven't reached that yet, you might want to take advantage. Then what I usually do is once it's reached level 5, I just mine. I just let it mine here in my mine, or you can find your allied or enemy mine. You can, as long as you can't be dislodged, then it's not gonna be a problem. Well, for me, I'm rank 1 here in the server, so no one can actually dislodge me. I don't know for this the second player, the top 2 is if he can do it, but he's not. He haven't unlocked his mine yet. So what else? So you can protect it, but it's not really worth purchasing this. And then on, let's say for example, you just mine to your like either your alley, as long as that it's not your mine, you mine the amethyst there, and then if this has not depleted yet, and let's say for example you want to use the goblin because someone's just playing tug of war on you, and then you let's say you want to make your goblin leave this mine, you can only get like 50% of the amethyst that's being looted. So imagine you looted like 1,000, you can only get 500. Alright, but once you were able to, like, let's say deplete this, so you're gonna get the full amount. Alright, just remember that. But of course, if like level 5 gold appear, it's definitely important compared to the amethyst you can get. So imagine 900, and what are you gonna get with 900? You just can't even buy 10 cards, right? So cards is still important compared to amethyst, but there are things that you can get only here in amethyst shop, right? Like this vermarine. This can be looted, and then this two, this three here, the lower part, this can be looted as well, but it's rare. These are actually the only thing that can where you can get. It's not available on your island. It can't be looted in your island. You can only get this by dismantling the cards. Okay, so I guess that's about it. To level up, to improve. Let's say I'm on level 2 mine. To improve that, it needs like 10,000 gold. All right, so you really need to farm and to wait and to do a lot of tug of war. All right. Now for level 5, if you're gonna improve it, so it would cost like 15. Alright, so usually what I do is I let my other guildmate who probably has a level 2 island loot the gold here. Right, so they can really save a lot of golds in a breather, let's say island, because if one of the enemy guild, let's say for example they only have available of 2 to 3 goblins, and if in level 3 island, level 4 minecart would appear. So playing a tug of war, even if it's your base and you can only have a maximum of 3, let's say for this you can only have maximum of 3, but your opponent can actually max it out to 4, so definitely even if it's in your island, definitely they would have the advantage, and sooner they would loot or loot or steal your card. So but then again once you reach level 4 island, and that's the time that you can rent goblin. So even if it's level 5 resources, it's safe because you can max out your goblin to have it in your favor. So alright, if you have any questions and if you learned something how to play tug of war, and please comment below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and also be aware of the time, because time actually is crucial. Say for example you're looting from some island here, and it took like let's say a minute, and then someone just looted your cart on your island, and it took him like 2 minutes. So just go on with looting this, because it would only be like a minute. Then once you're done, you can go back to your island, increase your goblins. You're still gonna win those 2 cards. Okay, so be aware of the time. Being smart really with the time. No one can actually beat you in a tug of war in Mage island features. Alright, so that's pretty much about it. If you have a question, feel free to comment below. If you want any future video that you would like us to talk about, or would like to have some advice, please comment below, and I'll definitely get you that video. This is Sly once again. Peace out.